My roommate has been working from home for a year. He doesn't have a job. What he's actually been doing during business hours is the most elaborate scheme I've ever witnessed. My roommate Marcus claimed he was a remote consultant for a major firm. Every morning at 8 a.m. he put on a headset. He stared at dual monitors. He typed with purpose. He paid his half of rent on time, every month, without fail. Standard corporate cosplay, nothing suspicious. Then I stayed home sick on a Tuesday. I walked past his room around 10:30 a.m. His door was open. I glanced at his screens. There was no Slack, no Microsoft Teams, no corporate email client, just dual monitors split between Craigslist, OfferUp, and Facebook Marketplace. I stopped walking. I watched him silently from the hallway. Marcus wasn't consulting for anyone. He was operating as a high-frequency market maker for local used goods. I watched him execute a transaction in real time. He found a Herman Miller Aeron chair listed on Craigslist. Price, $40. Seller location, 12 miles east. Marcus scraped the photos directly from the listing. He immediately posted the same chair on Facebook Marketplace. Price, $200. Within 19 minutes, a buyer sent him $200 via Venmo. Marcus then wired $40 to the original Craigslist seller. He booked an Uber Connect driver for $15. The driver picked up the chair from the seller. The driver delivered the chair directly to the buyer. Marcus never touched the physical asset, never saw it, never stored it. Zero-touch phantom supply chain. Total transaction time, 43 minutes. Net margin, $145. I walked into his room. You don't have a job. Marcus didn't flinch. He minimized his browser and pulled up a spreadsheet. I exploit pricing inefficiencies across localized peer-to-peer platforms. He scrolled through the data. I net approximately $6,200 per month with 0% inventory holding costs and 0% warehousing fees. His ledger was immaculate. Gross revenue by category. Platform fees itemized. Logistics overhead calculated per transaction. 25% tax set aside. Quarterly projections. He was running a tighter operation than my actual employer. Why lie about being a consultant? He looked at me flatly. When I told my mother I flipped items online for money, she cried. She said I was wasting my degree. She said I needed a real job. He leaned back in his chair. When I rebranded as a logistics and procurement consultant, she bragged about me to her entire church. My uncle asked me for career advice. He shrugged. Job titles are just public relations for boomers. The revenue is identical. I couldn't argue with the math. His annual net was approximately $74,000. Working from his bedroom, no commute, no manager, no performance reviews, no mandatory team building exercises. I didn't expose him. I drafted an LLC agreement instead. I became his junior partner. My role, geographic market expansion and deal sourcing. His role, transaction execution and logistics optimization. We split margin 60-40. His favor, fair compensation for the intellectual property. Within 3 months, we scaled to $9,000 per month combined. We added a third monitor for eBay. We integrated automated price alerts. We built a network of reliable Uber Connect drivers we could dispatch on demand. Zero warehousing, zero physical inventory, pure information arbitrage. Eventually, his mother discovered what we actually did. He showed her the spreadsheet. He explained the margins. He demonstrated a live transaction. She didn't cry this time. She nodded slowly. Yesterday, she texted us a photo of a solid oak dining table. Local garage sale. The text read, acquisition cost is $25. Comparable listings on Marketplace show fair market value of $200 minimum. Seller is motivated. Do I execute? Marcus replied, execute. I'll arrange logistics. His mother is now a regional sourcing agent. Unpaid, but enthusiastic. She calls it helping. We call it vertical integration. My roommate doesn't have a job. He has an empire built on pricing inefficiencies.